What is going on, guys? We back. We back and we're in charge. Some Magic the Gathering, which is always good. I'd like to thank everyone that's joining or going to join or watch this later. All right, let's try to get some big doinks into the place. Ooh. It's a very sexy card. Break Hatcher. Interesting. Hell yeah. Hell no. Oh, based. Damn. We would fundamentally kill each other. Oh my god. This guy sucks. This fucking retard has life link. Oh, I'm fucked. Okay. Yeah, I think I lost this unless I get something that can... Where the fuck are all my cards that destroy shit? Yeah, that's not gonna help me now. Damn. Unless I get something that can destroy like all his cards. Yeah, it's not gonna help. Oh, I lost. It's ass, brother. Doesn't help me. Damn. Ooh. Eat fucking white though. Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Let's get that right there. Matches going. We going deep in the rank, guys. Ugh. All right. A blue deck. My most hated deck. I say about that about every deck though. But blue is probably the most hated. Give me white, give me white. Ooh. Let's have white, I'm straight. Fucking balls, man. Fucking hate. Alright. Lost that one. Makes no sense, but okay. Fucking cucks. Boo. stuck in plat permanently. So good. Burb time. Burb time. Bird time. Bird time. Hell yeah. It's gonna be base. It's gonna be a good time. Creature enters scry 2. We're gonna win. No tilt. And yeah. Okay. Where you control creature, you're gonna get end of turn. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be battle of the health. Get rid of that. And we're gonna clap their cheeks. Damn. The fuck is my land, bro? It's like I'm not getting any. Probably was annoying. Damn. Could have killed him with if I had Dauntless Veteran in it. But I can get him. I'll get him. Motherfucker's gonna do damage, bro. All right. Oh my god, fuck, bro. Oh my god. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. You get like put one more contra on it. Okay, whatever. Fucking balls is what this is. Anytime I think I'm doing good. Hmm. Nice. Hey guys, I'm applying for a summer internship in Palantir. It's unethical to lie in my application. Well, that doesn't make it better candidate. Yeah. Oh my god, this guy's a 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh no. Damn. Seven, 8, 10, 17. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Man, fuck that bitch. Fucking bitch pants fucking card. Damn, fuck him. One card, one. Oh man, just mana, bro. Either I have too much mana or I never get. Once I start getting mana, no creatures. It's like fucking retarded. I'm getting tilted. I need to chill. The tilt is leaking out of my my pores right now. Okay. Decent hand. Remember, Palantir is the most ethical company. Come on, please, 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 give me something. It's like I get enough mana so late in the game it doesn't fucking even matter. Like these retards get these cards like almost like immediately. I only need one so I can do red. Motherfucker's bleeding land already. And already has 2, 3. Oh my god. Fucking balls, dude. All these 1-drops already. Jesus. I hate it. Like, I either need to increase my mana or something, or do something. Apparently, my mana drop is too high. Sometimes Magic the Gathering just fucking... It's like they're retards failed math class on how they make this. I feel like I have enough mana, which is crazy. Or if I get 1-drop, even if I get 1-drop, so if I have a 1-drop deck, like one of my decks is a pretty low drop, it's like, how about spend money on game? Literally fucking 30, these fucking retards, like, I have 30 cards. 30 fucking, 30 fucking land cards, which is way over my ratio, and these retards still can't find a way to give me a good ratio. Did Odyssey fix their dumb freaking shitcoin payment issue? I wonder if they fixed it. I would watch your videos on there. Sometimes I watch on Odyssey now even. They did, but they did a worse. It's worse. They picked some random shitcoin. They went away from one shitcoin to another shitcoin. Like a shit wallet. I'm not a fan of it, but it's, if I wanted to monetize or take donos, I would just, I guess I would pick that, but it's, why didn't they, I don't understand why these companies just don't pick Monero. It's not even like Monero shill or anything. It's private by default. It's easy to integrate, and you don't have to make some fucking unknown fungible fucking cum coin. Monero Chats is a perfect example of this. You can literally accept Monero donations. It's perfect. It's private by default. I don't need to sign up with some fucking shit wallet that's through the Google Play Store. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of... Odyssey has made so many L decisions that it's hard for me to support them, but they're the only other decent option. Because Library was a fucking retard idea. Like, truly. Oh, no. I need to end this card real quick. Damn it. Oh, come on. Get a red. So they haven't... I do want to start posting more, but they removed their sync feature, which sucks balls. Because their sync feature allowed you to... Their sync feature really allowed you to like upload on YouTube and then sync over there, and you don't have to. It's just less work. Because I can see why people don't want to like do all this and then go in and they have to upload. It's just extra work, man. That's all it is. Especially you won't get the same amount of views on Odyssey that you'll ever get on YouTube. It's just not there yet. It's not possible. It's probably never going to be there. YouTube was so unique in its own way that it's hard to beat. I'm not saying it's too hard to fail, because that's retarded. Literally. So I think that Odyssey does have it's an improvement, and people are still posting there. It's not that it's like, it's not that it's bad in the nature of competition. It's just bad in the nature that it's making mistakes. It's making a lot of mistakes. But I do hope that I just wish they would have picked a better crypto. I wish they would have picked Zcash even over it. Even Zcash would have been a better option. I don't know what the fuck coin they picked, but they picked some weird fucking wallet you have to download. I'm just not down. I'm not down with it, but I looked into it, and their app isn't updated on Android like at all. So you literally and figuratively don't have a good you don't have good options. Oh man, motherfucker. What the hell? Isn't the payments the biggest problem, Odyssey? Why are they still at adventures like this? How moronic are Odyssey executives? It's like yeah. And I don't know what the fuck they did. I'll pull it up. It's interesting. It's interesting that they first, everyone said library was stupid. It was a stupid idea anyways. It's these unknown pennies worth cryptocurrency. It's like and they're hard to fucking use, and no one accepts it, and it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's a dumb idea. Like, look, I'm glad they have members only, like members only. Join for $7 per month. Cheese grate your brain. It's cool. The last man on earth surrounded by 3 billion women. Like, people just upload DMs, like, honestly, like pirated media. Upper echelon gaming. Like, huge channels post on here, and it's awesome. Like, I think
we need to talk.
But look at this. 300 views. It's just, let's look at 11 days ago.
Wayland's and Dish.
500 views on something. True. The Android app is a piece of shit. Sometimes videos don't work and you need to restart. Yeah, it just doesn't get updated. Brody Robertson. 30K followers, 500 views. That's ass. That's like an ass ratio when he gets way more on YouTube. Internet Anarchist. Million subs, I think he has. 127 views. Why the fuck would you post on here? Why would you actually take your time to post on here? It's not anything against them. They're just, people do not care about jumping. Look, people jump to other content. I mean, let's look up Mental Outlaw. $70K followers. He still gets 1,300 views, 2,000 views. It's not good to put your time and effort into stuff like this and then get a bad return if this is your primary form of income. Like, if you are like a content creator. And the join button, this channel does not accept any payments at this time. Unfortunately, this creator hasn't migrated to the payment system, but you can create your own tier. I can't really, don't know if I can show it. Where's their notifications? This guy gets 77 views. He has 2,000 followers. Discover, featured. Like, lo-fi, people just fucking stealing stuff. Ooh, switch to Linux. So 100, you know what I mean? It's just like Odyssey is just hard for people to swallow this. The Android app, if your app sucks in a very if your app sucks, damn it, people aren't gonna fucking care about it. Like 23 days ago, what is this guy? 14K followers, 1,400 views, 18 views. Imagine posting something and getting 18 views. Like, and if this again, this is if your primary content in your income, you would be pissed. And you can join the new payment system. So 2025, they're dropping Stripe. And then people donate this shit fucking... God, where is it? How do I... This is it. Air Connect is now Wander. It's... Yeah. Decline. You use cookies, you suck. It's... Download for mobile. There's no APK. So I think you maybe can go to GitHub. I never checked GitHub. I don't know if you can... Okay. Looks like you can. No, that's just the source. Let me see. Yeah. I don't know if there's an APK. Like, I truly don't know if you can download it any other way besides the Google Play Store, which is kind of retarded. You're like now forcing me to sign in. I don't care about the social login. It's like, it's just too much, man. AO Aware have just got better. Download. I don't know what the fucking this crypto is either. Again, they pick another shit coin, like shit coin. Like Library was shit. Their app, look at the apps. They have the AO Store, AO Trends, AO Classic. Discover apps on AO. Here's a list of applications. Remember, which might not be a complete list. All these fucking air my balls is what I'm saying. Better IDE. Braz Ramesh. Smash or pass in an edgy NFT game. That's like 2010 cringe. Decentramind. Decentramind is a Web3 contributor market for real builders. Just all this fucking start a community. Guys, look. We can start a community on the Balls app. It's just dumb. It's such an L. Fully on-chain game. Build and trade. Just stamp protocol is... God, it's just so cringe. I don't know, man. It's an L. It was an L when they did. I was like kind of excited. Like, hey, they're gonna do something themselves. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna connect. They're gonna connect. They're like, If this is it, it's like $13. I just see, yeah, it's one of those coins that just started super high and now it's worthless. It's computer decentralized. Oh, my balls. That's all I hear is decentralized. I don't know what the fuck this is. Yeah, all these. It was just. Content creators want to let us fans know their new payment system will be coming. What can you do? Sign up for Air Connect extension wallet. It will be used on Odyssey. It will allow you to send and receive payments. It's also available on iOS and Android app. You don't need to purchase tokens or do anything else at this time. Here's a link to tutorial setup Connect. Recently, a couple users honestly complained that Stripe about their other Odyssey, blah, blah, blah. It was NNR. Several Odyssey streamer friends lost their ability to either stream or got donations of somebody. I don't know. It's fucking retarded. It's just such a stupid idea. Shows intelligent thinking. I was planning on upgrading my room membership to gold premium. What's impressive about this? Like, it's just a shit coin. And people are like, this is a great idea, guys. And it's not. It's truly not a great idea. It's a bad idea. I don't know. Man, it's so weird. This feels like Odyssey's playing dumb to get a quick money grab from getting funded by some nameless shitcoin exit scam. It's just, it's stupid. Yeah, it's just dumb. It's just like the library token. Like, genuinely. It's like the library token. It was a dumb idea. And I don't get why. It's like Brave's bat token. It's just dumb. It's hard to spend this shit. It's hard to use it. I don't know. I don't think that it's a good idea. The latest tactics for studying food supply, whatever. And then Odyssey's filled with, I don't know, a lot of weird shit. It's like Rumble. The internet's not fun anymore. It's like, look at this slop. It's like worse. They pick the shitty. It's like going from YouTube with a shittier interface. Like, genuinely. Oh, samples 24. Okay. Because I like the idea of. I like the idea of YouTube. Be yourself. YouTube, like your tube, your personality. However you want to look at it. It's great. It's honestly a great thing to be able to work for yourself. If people want to, you know, really really sink in to their own environment and make content for themselves, be themselves, etc. But the Odyssey has an extremely bad content search. Oh yeah, dude, the search is terrible too. It's just not good. It's like Rumble. Rumble's the same thing. Rumble's just a fucking place where a lot of people like conspiracy incels and like fucking I guess like anti-Google people just go to. You already, if you want to, like the content I make isn't for Google, like isn't for places where people already hate Google. I'm not saying that it's good. It's not good to diversify your content. It definitely is. It's not good. I'm not saying don't use these platforms because you should. But it's just like me going on Rumble and Odyssey and being like, fuck Google. It's like, all right, we already know that, buddy. We're here. My goal is to reach people that don't want to say fuck Google or like are unaware of saying, like PewDiePie, whether people like him or not, it's good that he's that we have such a large creator and he's making Linux and he's making anti-de-Google content on a platform that other people are going to, you know? Like, especially his audience is huge. Like, Some Ordinary Gamers is a huge channel by no means. He's 3 million subs. But a lot of people who watch him already know about Linux and that kind of software. It's better when a person comes out of the gate and they're like, hey, this is a great idea. My favorite, Hickok 45. Don't be pointing that at me. What's PewDiePie? I never really watched him. I don't think I watched this. I think I fell asleep to it.
Maybe you're one.
I haven't watched this yet. I know it looks like I've watched it, but I haven't. I think I just fell asleep to it. Had to drink some water. Let's watch this live. I mean, there's no other YouTube algorithm maintained by functioning people, not live streaming oriented like Twitch or Kick. I don't like PeerTube either. I like PeerTube, but that's even less. I get what, like, I mean, PeerTube's search algorithm, PeerTube search is ass. Yeah. I mean, there's no other YouTube alternative. Yeah, there is no good replacement for YouTube. I like PeerTube. I think PeerTube represents the closest to what YouTube felt like 15 years ago, and that was peak YouTube, when it was very chill. Like, people just uploaded shit, whatever they just uploaded whatever the fuck they want. You were interested in it, and the fact that there's no algorithm on PeerTube is great. I like that. I don't think everyone needs to like that. I don't think it's cool to like. I'm cooler or edgier than like that. I just do not like the idea of how YouTube will. I mean, look at Shorts. What is it? Someone has done this. This guy's funny. Bearbox. Somebody's done this where they changed every aspect of their YouTube. Like, they made a new account, they put themselves in a different geolocation, they changed their IP address, they wiped their cookies, they cleaned their browser, completely set up, and they went down like a pipeline. How easy it's to fall down the far left, how easy it's to fall down the far right, how easy it is to get certain content delivered to you. How many videos does it take to get sucked into an algorithm? And it's not that much. It's really not that much. It depends how much you watch, and then it's like, oh, YouTube's like, oh, you like this? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's not diversify your opinions or anything. Let's shove you down a certain path. That's not good. That's kind of boring. That's why I like Mastodon, and I like Blue Sky, and I don't really like Twitter. Twitter's kind of garbage. I like Mastodon and Blue Sky because you choose what you want to follow. And same thing with Nostr. I even like Nostr. Nostr's like a million times better because Nostr's like, hey, you don't want to see anymore? We're done. You know? And then I've never doom scrolled on Nostr or Blue Sky or Mastodon. I curate the content and then I move on. Now, this could be a human thing. Like, people need to learn to have self-control, get away from the internet, touch grass or whatever. But in a fundamental perspective, it is very good to have a social media platform that has you in mind, but doesn't need to stalk you or find out what you like through some insane For You page. And if you want a For You page, allow me to make it myself. You know what I mean? Give me the control too, because I am fundamentally your product. I'm what makes you money. I draw an audience to your platform. I keep people on your platform. I mean, we could go down to like the labor economics of YouTube. Is like, YouTube, well, if they didn't exist, you wouldn't have a place to make content. Well, no, you made a place to have content. I just keep people here. I keep people on the platform engaged, and I bring new people to it. I mean, it's simple economics. Like, without me, YouTube, if everyone decided to stop creating YouTube, no one would sit on YouTube.
Wondering, why is he wearing that cool hat?
It's because the tech overlords are listening.
Now I can finally say, Google, schmoogle. What are you gonna do, Google? You're completely
What's funny is, where's my notes? I need a note. Can I do this? Can I just do this? New file. So we're just gonna put I think his name is Felix. Can I spell that right? Felix? What, how did it start? Installs Linux. Learns self-hosting. De-Googles. But it all started moving to Japan. Getting canceled. Bridge incident. Peer-to-peer streaming works kind of like torrenting, though. I remember reading something about that, but I'm not sure. No, you're correct. It is. It's all peer-to-peer. That's what offloads a lot of the work. That's what allows people to run a peer-to-peer server very efficiently with low, not super high resources. You can offload the transcoding to other workers. It's a very good ecosystem. In my opinion, it is the most utilitarian ecosystem. Everyone is a part of the system. It is nice, and it allows creators to just upload whatever the fuck they want. If you're just doing it for fun and you are not doing it for money, PeerTube's great. It's amazing. I love it. I would like to in the future, if I ever get fiber, I would like to reset up my PeerTube server. Moving to Japan. No, it was, sorry. It was Bridge, Oopsies, and then moving to Japan. Felix installs Linux, learns self-hosting, de-Googles. The pipeline's real, guys. Next, he's going to discover Monero.
Powerless now. What's that? Google owns YouTube? I would Google that, but I literally can't. What are they going to do? Censor this video? Demonetize it? Bury it under the algorithms? You're completely powerless, Google. You got nothing on me. So the past couple weeks, I've completely de-Googled. I don't use any of Google's so-called free services, except YouTube. I literally can't escape. It's surprisingly
Beast!
hot to wear a tinfoil hat.
Damn. I need to speed up this talking. This 20 minutes is killing me. Maybe it's because you 2x speed?
I don't know if you guys knew this. Well, you never worn a tinfoil hat before? Now, this all started because of privacy concerns. Being tracked with literally everything I do just feels kind of odd. Mainly because I wanted to also regain control over my software. And not to be at mercy of what the takeover lords decide to do just one day. But most importantly, I don't want to pay $20 a year for 100 gigabyte storage. Not happening! I realize since swapping to Linux, my life has just been going upwards. I'm practically ascending next step. But I realize there's always an open source alternative. And a lot of times they're better. They just don't have $1 billion budget to market themselves. So I went down the de-Google rabbit hole and I want to share what I learned. Because by the end of this, once you know what I know, bro, you're going to want one of these cool hats as well. So let's go through the de-Googleization. I want to be honest and share what I think you should absolutely change and maybe what was more hassle than worth. Number one, your search engine. Change your search engine right now. You can do it now while I keep yapping. Just go to your browser settings, find the search default.
I'm going to guess he's going to, he's going to pick DuckDuckGo. But even more schizo I take is Sirax. Or you can do Brave if you want to. I figured it was like DuckDuckGo, Firefox. I'm going to make some predictions because I haven't seen this. Brave, DuckDuckGo, Proton Drive, self-hosting NAS, or some other like alternative, like very common, like pCloud. Phylum looks promising because it's end-to-end encrypted. I've considered Phylum.io because of one thing. They have a lifetime plan. You can like, it's starter. It's like for $30, you get 100 gigs. I would never use that. But I don't care about the notes or the chat. But it looks kind of interesting. I've considered them. I'm considering them. They're on my list. They're on my list of how, because they talk about how they do the subscription for unlimited usage. Now lifetime plans are always available. They are released in limited quantities depending on our size. The ability of the plan is determined by the algorithm, calculates supply and demand related to social subscriptions. Yeah, I mean they have a lifetime plan starter, $30. I would never use more than that. And it's kind of cool. It's probably like the most efficient. It's clean. It does the encryption on the device, I think. I don't care about that. I think it does, yeah. And I have a way to encrypt my files anyways. Double encryption. Take that, NSA agent. But back to the memes.
It's a search engine that doesn't track what you do. It just works. Boom. Maybe you prefer.
Yeah, but there was that DuckDuckGo incident with Microsoft where they were like, they did like a or Bing or something. They did secret.
Everything you do online can be tracked and logged. I don't know. Maybe you're in that ballpark. I think just most people are either oblivious or lazy. So I'm telling you now, don't be lazy. Number 2, your browser. When I told you to change to your default,
it's either gonna be Firefox or Brave. It's probably Firefox.
Search engine, you did not just do that inside of Google Chrome, did you? Say it ain't so. There are way better browsers out there. I use Firefox. It's kind of B tier, but you can lock it.
Goat's great, solid. Not. Oh wow. Oh my God, he talks shit about Vivaldi. Fuck this guy. Fuck him. Fuck him. All right, fuck PewDiePie. He doesn't like mulch. Unbased, actually. Goats, okay. Hardened Firefox is kind of a okay. Brave based, Vivaldi unbased, Mulvad browser based, solid, DuckDuckGo not based, Firefox, there are better options. Ungoogled, no idea, not ideal for a normal human, not true. Platform specific, awful. Vidadium based. What the fuck is that? Oh hell no, true. All these, oh hell no, all these true on the oh hell no. But Chromite, fuck you, and mulch based. Yeah, Cryptomator, right? Yeah, no, I can use Cryptomator, but I use the more based file encryption. PicoCrypt. Very small, simple, and portable. Very secure. This is the based version. Hi again. What's up, Billy? Appreciate you joining at 11 at night. And now that all 6 members are here of my dedicated followers, I will be switching to, for experimental reasons, I will be switching to a morning time stream, maybe like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Man, Pico Psycho probably goes with Chrome with different search engine here, I think. Look, all I'm saying is, what are even these? Is Chromite if it was actually updated as it was probably one of the relatively secure browsers. Mulch was like literally in the footsteps of Vindadium, like just a more secure browser. I mean, but DiveOS and now Chromite is, I think their updates are bad. The privacy browser is very specifically good for I2P. If you use I2P on mobile, it's great. It works. I made a minimal Linux system with Toybox and Dash. Only uses 3 megabyte disk space. Base. Nice. There are better options. Is that Moon? Pale Moon. Yeah, Pale Moon I thought was ass though. Okay.
Down into S tier. A lot of people swear by Brave browser. I never tried it. My point is, this is super easy to change. And have you ever thought why browsers are free to begin with? Why is Microsoft why do they want you to use their browser so goddamn bad?
Because it would be stupid to actually pay for a browser. I mean, I get what he's saying, but like it'd be dumb. No one would do that. No, imagine paying. Remember, who's that retard? Pay per search. I know Pico Crypt. I've looked at their repo before. It is interesting. I use it constantly. It's based. Oh, God, what was it? This. Yeah. This is retarded. No one's paying for this. Maybe like 6 people. Starter, $5 a month. You get the average Google searches 3 or 4 times per day or 100 times per month. Monthly is about 30 searches per person or 1 per day. No, dude, Kagi, it is. You gotta be smoking crack to think that I only search 30 times, 300 searches? Dude, I search 300 searches in an hour. I'm always searching shit. I'm always looking up haha funny stuff. And then $25 a month, unlimited $10 a month. It's just not, dude, no one's doing that. Get paid with Google search, $500 per day. Wow. What is this information? Like, I get it. I get it. But you're then paywalling information. You're paywalling it. I don't like that. I think information, just like a library, the internet is a library card now, in my opinion. The library card should be free. Information should be free.
Why do they all make it free? Could it be because they try everything you do online and sell or trade?
Yeah, but they're always in a lawsuit.
What? What do you mean? They don't make this out of the goodness in their heart.
He's bringing up good points, but he's just bringing up normie points that are like, why is browsers free? No one would pay for them. Why is Kagi not recommended for any search? Because no one's paying that. There might be someone. I don't know.
I found a line that in 2023, Google paid
I could be being mean.
Apple to be their default search browser in Safari. Guess how much? 20 billion. Jesus Christ. They definitely want you to use Google, so just don't. It will take you 2 minutes.
Yeah, because they're an ad agency. I mean, this isn't crazy. Google's an ad company. I'm trying to be charitable. This is how I sounded. By the way, this is what I sounded like when I first got into privacy. This is the exact. I was PewDiePie minus the tinfoil hat and minus the Firefox. I didn't really like Firefox. I think I used Firefox for the main reason was because it was the default on Ubuntu, obviously. So but I never was like, I'm more private. Sometimes Firefox just didn't fucking work. Right.
Go do it. Number 3, the third thing I changed. Like many of you, I've been using Google Mail for years and years and years, and apparently up until 2017, that's when they stopped scamming.
Wait, let's guess email, guys. If you've watched it, whatever. Let's guess email. I'm gonna say Proton. That's the most normie. But he's in Japan and he's sweet. You know what's funny? He's like Swedish. Like, isn't that like supposed to be like privacy? Fucking one like privacy. Sweden, or is he Finnish? What is his ethnicity? It is Felix. He's from fucking Sweden. He should be knowing about this. Damn, he's old. 89. The prime age of 35. And he's now schizophrenic. So I'm going to say he's probably 100% going to say Proton. No, I'm going to say 90% Proton. The other 10% is he's going to pick some weird, obscure email like Mail Cow or what's the other? There's another one. He's probably going to pick Proton.
Emails to serve you ads. So now Gmail is a little less creepy, but if you think about it, it is probably the most invasive.
If he picks 2Denota, based.
That they run, and there are free alternatives out there like Proton. I haven't tried it out. I just had to send this and get my own email. I paid a small fee. It was fiddly as hell, but at least people won't think I'm poor and have like Google Schmoogle in my ad domain. Number 4, with me de-googling lately, I realized.
What? What? He rolled his own email? That's retarded. No, he's probably using... Hold on. I need to...
Just don't. You telling me Google isn't just $1 trillion charity? What? I found online that in 2023, Google paid Apple to be their default search browser in Safari. Guess how much? 20 billion ads. So now up until 20, like many of you, I've been using Google Mail for years and years and years.
I would pay for Malvad though, which I think is only meaningful way using their browser, using it with their VPN, or just no need to use the Malvad browser at all as a personal option. You kind of are paying for Malvad browser. When you pay for the VPN, it gives them more money.
And apparently up until 2017, that's when they stopped scanning your emails. Just and years and years. And apparently up until 2017, that's when they stopped scanning your emails. Just
I don't think that's true. I think they're so good.
So now Gmail is a little less creepy, you know, but if you think about it, it is probably the most invasive service that they run. Like, and there are free alternatives out there, like Proton. I haven't tried it out. I decided to send this and get my own email. I paid a small fee. It was fiddly as hell, but at least people won't think I'm poor and have like Google Schmoogle in my ad domain.
I don't think he's running his, unless he's using, the problem with self-hosted email is there's a lot of, damn it. Okay. This guy's right. I remember reading this post when it first saw it. And all the people that like talk about self-hosting their own email tell you that it's a nightmare. They're not wrong. It's not like, oh, you suck, or oh, you're just lazy. Oh, they're wrong. It's a skill issue. There's very rare services I tell people to self-host themselves, and it's one of them is fucking email. Email's stupid to self-host. First off, on a local first off, if you are buying a server to host your email for you, you're not self-hosting that email. You're just fucking putting in another location. You don't know the infrastructure of the server. You don't know who owns the infrastructure of the server. You don't know what they're doing, and then they're liable to hand over the information to do law enforcement. So if you fuck up somewhere at any point in time and your emails aren't encrypted at rest or whatever, then there's no point. And then you have to use PGP for everything. And I mean, it's a headache. Also, yeah, emails regularly will hit the spam box. They'll get blacklisted because there's some unknown sender or unknown email source or unknown domain. This is even hosting with your, like, getting an email provider like Tutanota and using a custom domain. I'm assuming that's what he's doing. He just found an email provider that allows custom domain support. And if he set up his own email, I think it's Fastmail. You can do it. But you can't, most ISPs will block port 25. Nobody access your data while hosting email. You know that your data, that's not true. You hosting it yourself on a server doesn't mean if you don't own the infrastructure or anything. This is an extreme take, but if you don't own the server or the infrastructure yourself, then you don't know what they're doing. You physically do not know. This is me with with me using Tutanota. I'm putting a lot of trust into them, but I'm assuming they want to stay in business. They have a monetary incentive to stay in business, and they have a monetary reasoning to make sure everything I do is end-to-end encrypted. That's it. I mean, that's my thought process. It's not going to be reliable. It is technically delivery needs. There's something like DMK, like you got to worry about getting hijacked. I think Fastmail allows, I think they do set it up for you. That's probably what he's using. There is mail in a box. I've tried setting up my own email, by the way. I've used mail in a box. I've watched tutorials on how to set up your own email. It's a fucking nightmare. It's not fun. It's boring too. And then maintaining it, and maintaining a spam filter too is a nightmare. And you want to make sure that your email is secure, and it's you don't want it to get hijacked or people to hijack your domain name. too much complication, not worth it in 2025, maybe like 15 years ago. Lawrence System talks about this on his YouTube channel. He says like hosting your email domain is fucking retarded.
De-googling lately. I realize it's time for me to de something else. D's. I don't want to say the joke.
D's nuts. Okay, we're going back to 2.5 speed. 1.5. Maybe it'll be still too slow.
I started working with G Fuel 6 years ago. G Fuel sponsor! Ah! We created the greatest flavor of all time, G Fuel Lingonberry.
Lingonberry is out and it's really, really good. Honestly, I'm so proud of this flavor.
Yuzu slash. Legendary moment. Yuzu slash, baby. Sour green PewDiePie. So many great memories. So many great slurps. So many great memes. But it's finally time to retire this guy. Sayonara, G Fuel-san. We're introducing a new hub!
Oh.
Sony TV, you open up, it's like, Google TV! How did that happen? I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm supposed to be enamored by the phone, how amazing it is with its incredible hardware, and how powerful it is. But if it's so great, then why do I feel like I'm the product? Huh? I hate my phone. Notifications just feel like they're there to suck me in, not to tell me anything useful. All these apps and features. I feel like
Wow, it is a Pixel based.
my attention span is just getting mushed the more I use my phone. I hate it. It's just one big giant distraction device. So I have a Pixel 9, and it is a good phone. And I already own it. So instead of switching it out to like a dumb phone or something like that I know a lot of people do, I want to install a custom OS on it. There was a lot of them to choose from, but I opted for graphene. Graphene!
Based! Graphene mentioned. That's all we needed to know. I'm super glad he didn't fucking pick some retard decision like Calyx OS or fucking... Oh god, even worse, Lineage. Even they
Mainly because it felt like the biggest point the finger to Google, you know? It's an operating system focused on privacy and security. Apparently so much so that even Edward Cullen uses it. Did I get that right?
It's Edward Snowden, virgin.
I would Google it, but I can't. But here's the thing, okay? For some reason, I feel like I'm the crazy one. Huh? Huh? What? Why do you want to Google so bad, huh? What do you got to hide, huh? This guy got graphene on his phone. What's up with that?
This is based. This is based for the Graphene OS devs. They're gonna print, guys. Print big money now.
I feel a little judged, okay? But after using graphene, I realize, no, this is how it should be. I'm not the crazy one. There's a few features on graphene that I really like, and these are just to name a few. Especially with security, I really like how they amped it up. But the fact that I close an app on graphene and it closes the app. Crazy.
Let's see what the comments say. Switch to Linux, de-Google internet usage, gives up society, build... Okay, that's stupid. Starts with Linux, ends up home labbing, absolute cinema. We're living in the main timeline. PewDiePie made it big. Successfully won life with wife and kid. Became a Linux bro. Like a true Arch Linux user, he can't shut up a bit about being an Arch Linux user and uninstall Arch Linux to install Arch Linux. In a year, we're each going to get mailed videotapes, and my table will be a PewDiePie video titled "I'm done with the internet." That would be based. PewDiePie no longer in YouTube's top 10. PewDiePie, I'm done with Google. Felix to just start his own video sharing platform. Finally compete. No, this was done already. This PureTube, let's go based, or you could just join Rumble. I'm pretty sure they'll be over the moon to have the biggest YouTube on the planet. Odyssey. No. Remember this, guys? You remember was it called Fire Story? YouTube alternative. Storyfire. We're working on bringing the Oasis and streaming. Stay tuned for... Yeah, this shit fucking crashed. Today I talk about Starfield YouTube. It just... Dude, there's just not... And this was started by really big YouTubers. Huge. People stop making... If anyone gets any information from this and they see this in 10 years in the future, stop making YouTube alternatives. It doesn't work. Jesus Christ. We're selling Storyfire for $1.
We're selling the entire Storyfire platform for just $1. This is not clickbait, I'm dead serious. If you go into the description below, you will see a link to OpenSea. That is the largest NFT marketplace. That's right.
Yep. No one sells something worth $3 million for peanuts. He's just looking to dump it so he can tax season. Let's get the Storyfire NFT to the right buyer. Remember when this channel was about telling stories and making series? Now it's about business channel about making money. Yeah, everyone's like, this is an L. This is depressing. Me working on Lost documentary. The proposal. That's very cringe. I honestly never watched this person, but
We're selling the entire
yeah, they probably sold it because they're like, there's zero purpose in this. Yeah. Open sea, open balls, open retarded, open NFTs. Guys, look, NFTs. They're not scams. Built for both collections and pros. Wow. Honestly, I hope NFTs just disappear. And we can remember in 5 to 6 years on how awful the idea was. Probably one of my favorite videos. This man is not suicidal. Oh, it's retarded. It's such a stupid joke. It's such an overused joke. It's so lame. This man's not going to kill himself. PewDiePie, we need your help to talk about the innovative Stop Killing Games, please. I just love this channel. PewDiePie defeats tier series. PewDiePie defeats Google. That's kind of funny. Felix becomes such a strong proponent of Linux and privacy. He is not my bingo card, whatever. He may not be the time, but he's not making brainware. It's great that he's actually doing this, to be completely honest. But
A lot of times on your phone, if you think you've closed an app, but in reality, running in the background and still tracking whatever it is they want to
a certain degree, this isn't necessarily always true. It's a little more complicated than that. But Graphene OS does give you more granular control where you can do the network. You can do a network-based location. Like, you can remove location permissions directly in network-based firewalling. Other Android vendors do not offer this, which is an L. But you can just go, if you have Graphene OS, it does allow you to stop this. If you do not have Graphene OS, you can install something like Rethink DNS is probably the best option. It's a firewall that creates a VPN profile. This allows you to take each app on a per app basis and block the connection so it can't connect to the internet. You just got to hope that your phone manufacturer and vendor implicated proper VPN that doesn't prevent DNS leaking. You can do lockdown mode to make sure that any time that this quote unquote, it's not a real VPN, but it has to use it. It has to do this in order to work. Rethink DNS, you can make it where it will block the internet access if it is not connected. Now, that's a good option. It's not the best option because when you do this at the software level through Graphene OS, it ensures that this will not connect to the internet. Then you can do airplane mode and turn off your location services, airplane mode, and this will prevent any form of location-based detection, and it does work. This has been proven time and time again. There's good documentation from the Graphene OS community that does talk about this, and I think most, if not open source Android operating system vendors, if you put on airplane mode, it does work in its intended purpose because it would then be violating the software itself, which is not really a thing or possible.
Graphene,
without it being compromised or implemented incorrectly. Let me correct myself.
That shit, it's gone. Such a crazy concept, right? I'm the crazy one. Number 2, I control exactly what the app has access to. You can use file or storage scopes, I think it's called. And if I want to give an app access to a certain pop-up going like, it asks you before, I was trying to open source alternative and I was like, what do I do? And then, why? Anything weird, just trust us, bro. put it in one of those. I saw that. I think is kind of, for me, it ended up being one. Probably have to use. Maybe it's for work or because of friends and you want a different profile. The good thing about Graphene is that on a different profile, all these apps are contained in that profile. They can't connect to anything else on my phone.
Correct. And what's even cooler is now the profiles have private spaces, so you can put private spaces in each profile, further segmenting these apps and making it a little bit more, not only more secure, a little bit more safe. Or if you're in an environment where you need to hide these apps from, maybe you're in a domestic violence situation, you can hide this from existing, and you have to do a few extra steps to discover these apps.
Or run in the background or anything like that. That's what's great about Graphene, and that's why, to me, it felt like a good solution with all the apps that I don't want to use. But what this ended up doing was that, okay, now I need to use this app that I don't like to use. It feels intentional going there. I don't even see these apps when I use my phone on a regular basis. And it made it so that my phone starts feeling like it's serving me again, like an app saying, me, password 123.
Oh, wait. Password manager. I'm going to say KeePass or Bitwarden. Hopefully Bitwarden, which would be based. KeePass would be super based.
I lost count. Anyway, password managers. What do you mean password 123 isn't gonna cut it? I hate password managers. Why? Because they cost 67 pounds. Those are 5 kilobyte size documents? I don't think so. This whole video is me just doxing myself for being cheap. It's not.
Where does he cost money first? Where does his password manager cost money?
I'm not paying that. I almost had a heart attack when I found out. I'm paying what? But you need a password manager. That's just the reality of today. I thought I was so smart. I was like, okay, fine. I don't need to do this. I'm running Linux. I downloaded a backup. I made it into an HTML, and then I encrypted it. And then I had an alias, so I unencrypt it when I need to use it, and then quickly encrypt it. Is it unencrypt or decrypt?
I use Graphene if getting a Pixel phone wouldn't cost a ton of money in my area, because the only way to get Pixels is by paying custom tax. And yeah, I believe you. There's a lot of countries where it's very expensive to import phones. It just sounds like you live in Turkey, brother. Or the Europe.
It doesn't matter. Bada bing, bada boom, I saved myself 67 pounds. If I live for, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 years, that's like, I saved myself a lot of money. Multimillionaire is a cheap ass. Bought MP4, that's what I should call this. But then I realized, I need this file on other devices. I need it on my phone and my laptop, and what if I go abroad? And that's when I discovered glory.
I'm going to say sync thing. Sync thing?
Self-hosting. I can just host this on another device. I feel like ever since I did my Linux video, so many comments have been like, just wait until it discovers self-hosting. It's gonna be game over. And yet you were right, okay? I started off on a Raspberry Pi 5. This thing is relatively cheap. It's got Ethernet, it runs on low power, and it's powerful for its size. Can do more than enough for what I wanted to do. I found an open source alternative, which is Warden. You can host your own password manager, basically. The problem was, I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. What is a reverse proxy? What do you mean I can't just put my IP address in my browser and be done with it? Warden is so secure that it wouldn't let me connect to it unless I set it up properly. Every time I thought I did it, I kept seeing the spinny circle, and I saw that circle for 2 goddamn days. But once it finally worked, magic. I have done it. I had saved myself 67 pounds. Tears running down my eyes. It was beautiful.
You could just use KeePass. KeePass would have been the more based option because there's no account required, and then you can use SyncThing to get this encrypted file everywhere you go. Or he could just use Bitwarden and fucking pay $10 a year. I think Bitwarden's fine.
Beautiful. My first successful self-host. My God. No.
Still based, but like self-hosting is a lot of responsibility, and if this is publicly accessible and he doesn't secure his network, and I mean, it's just kind of then you're doing all this work, and if it could end bad.
No more syncing drama. Just my own secure vault. It felt like I was finally breaking out of the matrix for real. And the thing is, once you start understanding how this works, it's really not that bad. If anything, it became super fun because with compatibility layers like Docker, you can so easily just pick and choose what open source software you want to download, keep trying out different ones. The world is your oyster. Just pluck them from the trees and everything just works. So I needed a note-taking app. I found one called Joplin. That's how.
Joplin is okay. I don't like Joplin anymore. I like them, and I like the idea of it. It's just I use logsec, and there's another. Forwarden is Rust based, but Warden compatible server. Yeah, it is based, and it is based on Rust. I think they're great, but self-hosting your own password manager, and this is from the developers themselves, and I agree with them. It is not a security feature because it's not. Self-hosting doesn't make it more secure. If you think you have the same security infrastructure and knowledge as a multi-million-dollar, even if they're into the tens of thousands of dollars, enterprise company, then you're retarded. And you need to touch grass. You need... Where's that meme?
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help. I'm Michael Jordan.
People that say self-hosting is a security feature.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
That's what I think. I think self-hosting is a security feature in the sense that you have your data contained in your internal network. But if you have Vault Warden and you need to put it behind a reverse proxy, you need to connect it to the public internet, you have fundamentally killed the security part of it. Like if it's on your internal local area network, sure, it's technically more secure, but that doesn't make it vulnerable. That doesn't make it any less vulnerable to security issues. You have to make sure your servers are updated. You got to make sure your local computers are updated. Your network can get compromised and it could leak through your network and touch every internet connected device. The best form of security is, I guess, segmenting your network in general and making sure you know that like relatively nothing is secure, but self-hosting in itself isn't a security feature, in my opinion. I think it's more of a privacy feature that leads to the unlikelihood of it being leaked because it's on your internal network, especially like if it's offline. That makes it quote unquote more secure. And when you have more control over your infrastructure, that is overall better because you can remove a lot of bloat. You don't got to give out a lot of, you can fake all the information on your local network. You know what I mean? You don't have to have an account, et cetera, however you want to look at it. But self-hosting in itself is not a security feature like the Vault Warden, where people try to point out all the time. From the developers, they do make very strong points on why it's just not true. And I do agree with where they're coming from. Because when you're self-hosting, you're taking the responsibility. And if you have to expose it behind a reverse proxy to get SSL, which you don't have to do, there's ways around it. You can self-host Vault Warden over Tor, or you can get, there's a way to get fully qualified domains on a local area network without exposing ports through DNS challenge. But that's not perfect. Your best option is just to know that if you have to expose anything to the public internet, you are taking a massive risk and you are low hanging fruit.
How you say that? Yoplin?
Because you can make mistakes that attackers will find and look for.
I had a desktop app and a phone app, which is exactly what I wanted. But when I installed Yoplin, this is where things got weird. Do not judge me here, okay? This is you can probably relate to this, actually. Have you ever been so lazy that you try and find another alternative, but then that leads you on a road that was 10 times more complicated than just not being lazy? The image that I was trying to install on my Pi was not compatible. It was 86 by 64. This is ARM-based structure. It doesn't matter. Not compatible. I can just find another one. But I thought, hey, why don't I just quickly install this on something that does run 86 by 64? And I look around and I'm like, oh, well. My Steam Deck runs 86 by 64. So you may be asking, Felix, did you use your portable handheld gaming console to host your note-taking app? Yes, but it gets worse, actually. Steam runs Linux. Beautiful. It actually runs Arch, which is the distro I use on my desktop. Match made in heaven. But I thought to myself, well, it's filled with all this like Steam bloat. I should probably uninstall Arch so I can then install Arch. I don't know what's wrong with me. Don't ask. And I did this.
You should be installing Alpine Linux, the more based and lighter weight version of Linux.
Just so I wouldn't have to find another image of my note-taking app. But anyway, it works. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Now, I got my notes app running beautifully. Number 7 or 8. It was time to say goodbye, Google Drive. Goodbye, Jotaro. $20.
Let's think. Okay, what is he going to use Drive? He's either going to get a NAS like Synology or... I'm trying to think. Either a Synology NAS or according to Luke Dale, Alpine isn't allowing Ex Libre for political reasons. That's kind of funny. Or he's gonna pick Proton Drive, or he's gonna self-host.
For 100
Probably
gig?
self-host.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna pay you to hold my data hostage forever. Not happening. What if I live for another 600 years? Think about how much money that's gonna be to Google. No more subscriptions. Redundant subscriptions. Instead of Google Drive, I set up file browser. The thing that bothers
File browser's cool, but in my opinion, it's not redundant. I don't know.
me about all these free online storages that gives you a certain amount at least is that, first of all, it's not safe. Second of all, I don't know what they're doing with that. Thirdly, I hate how it's used. I don't know if you can relate to this. Maybe it's
Negative 10 base points. Oh, for Alpine. It's okay. They were at 110 points. Now they're just at 100. The thing is, like, self-hosting all this data, he might cover this later in the video. If anything gets corrupted, or you're fucked. Like, there's a cloud provider that I considered using as my backup solution. Just encrypt your shit. Use Borg. Borg is like, Borg's kind of cool. Oh, damn. It's good. It's duplicating, archiving with compression and encryption. It's simple. It just works. There's going to be a time where you do not want to have a not... I mean, I have a very good backup system, but I don't know, man. I hope he learns.
This is like a me problem, but let's say I've gone outside, I've touched grass, I've taken all these photos and videos, and then I sit down in front of my computer, and then all of a sudden internet goes down, and I'm like, what happened? And then it's like, oh yeah, my Google Drive decided to back up every single photo and video I've ever taken. And it's like, I don't want that. I want certain images. Let me pick those first. And I don't want you to suck up my entire bandwidth. With file browser, I can throttle the speed, and I can do it when I want to, which files I want to. I went a little nerdy and overboard, a surprise. And I wrote a bunch of aliases and shell functions so that I can define push or pull to download or upload, which device.
Oh, nice. He's definitely learned Linux. Based. Let's see the GPU. AMD. Based. AMD based Ryzen. Nice, nice. Alacrity based Rust. Nice, 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 nice. ZSH based. Oh, okay. Okay, nice.
My phone, laptop, desktop, deck, and which subfolder. And I do all this with glorious SSH. It actually solved another problem for me, which is always sharing files between my phone and my desktop. I never know how to do it. Apparently, I didn't know this. I feel like everyone is tuning out because I'm talking about SSH again. But you can run it on your phone. Like,
yeah, you can run the SteamOS handheld performance results on handheld compared to same device running Windows is very good. Thanks. Think for gamers, I think. Slap in the face for Windows, holding on gaming. Yeah. Yeah, dude, the Steam Deck's great. It works. And it runs Linux, which is based. A lot of people don't even know that, probably. They probably just run Steam Deck and they're like, this is awesome. And they don't know it's Arch based. Should have been Alpine, though. Arch is bloat now, guys. What's that? And I don't think he knows, is like you can get the Linux experiment terminal in...
I'm connected. And then I thought, okay, now I gotta do an opposite script on my phone. But then I realized I can just connect to my desktop to run the script. It doesn't matter, okay? It's cool. Just trust me, it's cool. Number 9. AI. We have to talk about AI. I don't know about you, but I don't spoon beat. No one
local AI.
It's an open source self-hosted beast.
Based.
I'm free. I paid a subscription fee. But it's worth it if you're self-hosting out of Google. And it felt amazing. Finally, I'm free. From here on is when I needed to tighten things up a little bit. I actually bought a domain. I know, I paid a subscription fee. But it's worth it. If you're self-hosting, it's actually worth it because you can get a domain for $5 a year. It means I can get better security features. And I can put all these services in subdomains, so like docs.mysubdomain.com and
yeah, it's true.
password.mysubdomain.com, like all these different things I made, I can access easily. I don't have to type my IP address for each one. And I started to tighten down the security as well, especially because I was looking online. I'm like, I'm getting a lot of bots that are pinging me. I don't like this. Everything is locked in with the password already, but I added another layer of zero trust, so you can't access anything unless you have another login. I locked in my IP address with Tailscale. Beautiful Tailscale. I could make a whole video. I had a fail through ban.
Nice, you picked Tailscale. I think Valve is also helping with Arch. Yeah, they're helping also in general with just like game development in the Linux space. Valve, I can say Valve contributed a ton of like push forward to definitely help the Linux community instead of not helping. I think they've done overall better.
spending some time locking things down. And I think I found a good balance of it being secure, but also not like a huge hassle every time you want to access either. Now, swapping out all these Google services, there's
Nice.
one that I just can't escape. And I don't mean YouTube. There's one that sucked the most to get rid of. And that was actually Google Maps. Because Google tracks you so well, it is so good at predicting traffic. And since I drive a lot in Tokyo, I really rely on that to get to places on time.
Dude, just get organic maps or OpenStreetMaps. I mean, you know.
You can't relate in Japan. It's like a deaf
There's also Magic Earth, but it's proprietary.
traffic. And since I drive a lot in Tokyo, I really rely on that to get to places on time. You can't relate in Japan. It's like a death sentence. The first time I used my open source alternative, I ended up 30 minutes late. And that's when I realized, hey, maybe Big Brother tracking everything isn't so bad. Maybe surveillance has its perks. But I stuck to my de-googling, and the best alternative I found was just using my car's GPS. It has all this Japanese services built in anyway. I ended up using my Pi to replace my Google TV, and I'm running Kodi on that. I haven't really fully set it up yet, so not much to say about it. And you may remember, I'm doing all of this on my Steam Deck. I added an extension so I can plug it into Ethernet. That way it runs on less power. It runs completely headless. And I can monitor all of it on my safe network system that I have. But then I thought it'd be kind of cool to use the display so I can use that for monitoring. I ran Tmux and BTOP on it, and it looks so cool. You know, this all started because I wanted to de-Google and try what that was like. And by the end of it, my Steam Deck, it looks like it's a detonator for a bomb or something like that. And before you ask, yes, I can still game on it, all right? It runs 2% of my CPU. It's like this weird home lab abomination at this point, but I love it. I love looking at it. I got it sitting next on my desk. It's just a vibe, man. Every time I see it, I'm happy. Another fact that I like using
BTOP mention, guys. BTOP mention in the chat. Whoa. Guys, look, BTOP. I gotta run, guys. Got too much work today. Awesome stream as always. Thanks, appreciate it, man. Have fun with what you gotta do. Do it safe.
my Steam Deck is the fact that I can just use whatever I have around me. People have these like super sick home lab setups, which are awesome. I get it, but my point with this is that if you wanted to de-Google, you can use whatever you have at your disposal. It shouldn't cost you any extra money. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that Steam Deck is the ultimate self-host device. You're probably better off using a Pi, but maybe you have some device laying around at home that you can run Linux on. Bring it back to life, you know, instead of throwing it away. And I hate to be that guy, but it's better for the environment. Yes, it's a lot of tinkering, but you learn a lot, and by the end of it, it's done. Like, I don't have to touch it. Google's mantra is don't be evil, but I still think they have a lot to do to qualify for that title. I feel like on your phone you have all these settings with privacy and give permissions and all these things that they ask you, but it kind of feels like one of those toys that Björn has that it's just like a bunch of buttons that doesn't actually do anything. Unless you go all the way with privacy, it doesn't mean anything. Don't call it privacy. And for me, it's not even necessarily about Google. I think it's more about big tech in general. I hate where software is going. Unnecessary subscriptions, ads, locking, updates changing the entire UI.
All good reasons to hate it.
In. With YouTube, you know, it's been constantly changing for years and years and years just because they figured this is the best way to suck you in. If I host my own apps, there's none of that. So now I got my own home lab abomination, and I love it. I'm finally free from the tech overlords. It was 100% worth it. And look, bro, I made you one too. You've earned it. Here you go, bro.
Hell yeah.
This
Love
video
and
is sponsored
peace.
by Saley.
I'll finish watching the stream later. See ya. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Really
it.
makes traveling for us so much easier. This time when we were on our way to Savannah, Marty asked me about it, and we literally set it up on the flight because it had internet. For those of you who don't know, Saley is an eSIM app, which means electronic SIM. So if you're traveling almost anywhere in the
All right. Lost the plot. These ads, bro. Wow. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it sucks too because, like, it sucks that people have to find out this way. They have to find out that your life is completely tracked. And I don't think that I don't think it's like all doomer and gloomer and like you're just give up and like fuck pee pee poo poo, you know what I mean? Like, people, I don't know, I think there's good software out there and people are gonna wake up and smell the roses, is what I say. It's just, I don't think it's good to have little options. I think it's better to have more options as long as they're good, like, you know, honest, at least at the bare minimum. It's worse when you have options that are just bad. Like it's all bad. Nice. I think my Monero road is... I was having an issue with my Monero node. And I set it up. And I got it to work. Running your own Monero node is truly a very based and nice feeling. And with the direction we're heading, I think that more people should buy Monero than not. I think it's important to buy Monero. I gotta remove one of these. Damn it. Didn't mean to play that one. Damn it. All right. Damn it. Should have waited. Made an oopsie there. Oh no, lifelink. Alright. I lost this one. Sucks, man. Just one fucking creature and these people just become fucking insane. They get the sauce. The worst. Ooh. Cheek clapping time. Sorry, buddy. Man, what a bitch. Damn. Hmm. Oh, no brainer. Jover for him, bro. Hmm. All right, cool. Let's see. Ooh, lots of one drops. Fucking bitch. Maybe too strong. Nope, nope, we're good. Later, bitch pants. Fuck that guy. Oh, damn. Hmm. Oh. Damn it. 4. I'm drawing like land now for no fucking reason. Just nothing but fucking land. So say like these fucking no matter where I like push my land up or down or whatever, it's just like no, it doesn't make sense. Let's see. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Let's see. Fuck. Balanced, guys. Balanced game. Damn. Hell yeah. Damn. The fuck? Oh, come on. What a bitch, bro. Fucking loser. Oh my god. Damn, I lost. Sorry. Should have played him. Alright guys, appreciate you coming in. I will see you all later.